My name is Jen. Crap.
No worries.
Are you going to ask the question again, or are you just going to?
Okay. What's your name? What do you do? And what brings you to BNT?
My name is Jen. I am a serial entrepreneur and an angel investor. I travel between Boston and New York on a fairly frequent basis. What brought me to BNT was, I get to check out quite a few cool startups, talk to a lot of people, network in the local community, and get to know people.
Very cool. What led you on this path? Why did you become interested in the startup space, founding stuff? What brought you to the path you're on now? Why?
Sure. I started off as a high school entrepreneur. I started off making startups and exiting companies when I was at a fairly young age. So after a few exits rather, I've got more interested on the investment side of things. So at this point, I invest in early stage companies as early as high school and as late stage as Series C. I usually invest in tech companies. I usually don't do biotech, but I'll invest in anything else within the tech space.
Very cool. Do you have any lessons you've learned from failures throughout the past that you want to share?
Sure. There's definitely a lot of failures. The most important part about failures is that you have to be able to take the feedback and learn from them and implement them. A lot of people are just closed-minded and just won't accept any feedback. I don't think there's any one particular piece of failure or a piece of feedback or a piece of any particular experience that I would necessarily say is more important than the other, but I would just have to say in general, it's very important to take whatever failures and whatever negative feedback and constructive criticism and put it towards a positive light.
Very cool. Is there any lessons you would share with the startup community, early stage founders to help them grow?
Sure. A lot of people within their executive summaries and pitch decks, they put in that they're looking for, looking for a lot of cash up front. It's sometimes you don't need cash up front. A lot of times you don't even need to raise an investment round. I know as an investor I really shouldn't be saying that, but at the same time, it's okay to take the time to grow out your startups and take the time to grow out your product before you raise capital. The Silicon Valley approach doesn't work for everyone.
That's great advice. So do you want to share with a call to action of why people should reach out to you, how they can get in touch with you, if
Sure.
they're passionate about something?
LinkedIn is probably the best method of reaching out to me. I get a lot of emails. I try to get to most of them, but I think I get to about 40 to 50% of my emails. But the best way to reach me is probably on LinkedIn. Just search Jen, B-E-N, space J-E-N, and reach out to me if you want to, learn more about entrepreneurship, learn a little bit more about, the different things that I do. I work with a lot of nonprofits. I'm a board of director of several nonprofits in the Boston and New York area. A lot focused on entrepreneurship, so feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or would like to get in touch.